Back on the pregame show here on the Fightin Phillies radio network. Just heard part 2 of our conversation with Fightin Phillies manager Al Patrique. We will wrap up our interview with the skipper tomorrow afternoon. That is a 1:15 first pitch here from Baseball Town. We'll be on the air at 1 o'clock with our final pregame show of the season. Both managers exchanging lineup cards at home plate, as we are a few minutes away from first pitch. Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz and Jack Dallas finish off their warm-up tosses for each side. Again, I'm Jake Starr. Welcome back in to the booth tonight, Bob McCool. Bob, you missed the dandy last night.
Did I miss anything exciting?
Nah, just pretty status quo game. Went 9 innings. Nothing too bad. Nah, just the longest game in 7 years.
Is that right?
Baseball Town.
I did not see that stat.
And the first walk-off grand slam in 9 years from Nick Dunn. So, and it was one where, end of the season, see what happens. Now, the flip side of that whole equation, though, is that Matt Manning was originally scheduled to pitch tonight. He gets DFA'd by the Phillies. You then go and play a 13-inning game. So you got a bullpen game tonight that Jack Dallas starts, and you don't have much of a bullpen in terms of available arms left tonight.
Yeah, I was kidding with Stephen Cusimano, the play-by-play man for the Somerset Patriots, about that fact. Like, can we make a phone call quick and say to Matt Manning, never mind, why don't you come back? Because we could use just a kind of an ironic situation for the Phils, but you got to hope that Jack Dallas can give you some substance tonight and some little bit of length as best he can. I mean, this is his 3rd start of the year, so hopefully he can give the Phils a couple of innings.
Well, the Fightin Phils have taken the field, and it's time for tonight's national anthem. That'll conclude tonight's pregame show. We'll step aside for a moment. Lineups and first pitch from Bob McCool's coming up after this.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to FirstEnergy Stadium as the final weekend of the season is about to get underway. The Reading Fightin Phillies playing host to the Somerset Patriots, and it has been quite an adventure through the first 4 games of this series, 3 of the 4 games going to extra innings. Tonight, it'll be a matchup of right-handers. Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz goes for Somerset. Jack Dallas goes for the Fightin Phillies. Here is the lineup for the Somerset Patriots. Brendan Jones in the leadoff spot, as he has been throughout the series. He's in center field. George Lombard bats second and is at shortstop. Jace Avina is the right fielder, batting third. Dylan Hasso bats cleanup. He's at third base. Tyler Hartman bats fifth. He's at first base. Garrett Martin bats sixth. He's in left field. Mandy Palencia is behind the plate, batting seventh. Kobe Morales is a designated hitter, batting eighth. And Jake Gatewood bats ninth. He's at second base. And again, that lineup facing right-hander for the Reading Fightin Phillies, Jack Dallas.
Jack Dallas making his third start of the year, 31st appearance. Came off the injured list today. 1-1 record, 3.54 ERA, 48 1/3 innings pitched, 46 hits allowed, 14 walks, and 49 strikeouts.
Game time temperature presented to you by All Temp Enterprises, 81 degrees. A little bit of a breeze. It's blowing out to left center field as we sit and look out upon the Redner's Event Center and the flag on top of the Redner's Event Center at half mast. It is 6 to 8 miles an hour on the breeze, so it'll be a little bit of a factor in terms of blowing out to left center field. The Reading Fightin Phillies playing as the Reading Prost with their uniforms, which is already a hot hit in the team store. all white jerseys, all white pants and jerseys with a blue and white trim on the collar and Prost across the sleeves. Light blue hats to go along with it with a navy blue brim. So quite a different color outlook. And the Reading Fightin Phils and Jack Dallas about to deliver the first pitch of tonight's game right on time like a Swiss watch at 6:45. And that first pitch from Jack Dallas is a little bit up to Brendan Jones, ball one. Jones hitting at .251 on the season, 7 runs and 46 RBIs. He had a solid series, 7 for 20 as he stands in, one of 2 left-handed hitters in manager Raul Dominguez's lineup. And Dallas comes with his second pitch that is over for a called strike on the inner half of the plate. 1-1 pitch comes with a breaking ball, and that catches the outside corner with the slider. And now Dallas has worked himself back to 1 ball and 2 strike count. Dallas, the 26-year-old right-hander from, appropriate enough, Beaumont, Texas. I mean, his name is Dallas. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And this one lifted down the left field line, and Dylan Campbell will close in on, make the catch for out number 1. It's been a very busy series for Dylan Campbell in left field.
Yeah, and Campbell, who actually played center field last night, had a very big outfield assist in extra innings to prevent Somerset. It was the 11th inning. I had to look back. There were so many innings last night to try and remember which inning it was.
Campbell in left, Dante Nori back in the lineup tonight, so he's in center, which is why Campbell is in left. Leandro Pineda is in right, as Jack Dallas' first pitch to George Lombard is over for a called strike. Alex Pinellas is now at first base tonight, Arun Escobar at second, Robert Moore is at short, Bryson Ware at third, and Caleb Ricketts is behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch to Lombard is just a bit outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Lombard hitting at .214 on the season with 8 home runs and 35 RBIs. 3 for 17 in this series with a double and an RBI. 1-1 pitch to the right-hand hitter is lifted down the first base line in foul territory. Pinellas will give it chase and he'll make a running catch just before hitting up against the fence. Fine running catch by Pinellas for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here by Jack Dallas. That'll bring Jace Avina to the plate. Avina 5 for 13 in the series. In addition to the 5 hits, he's also walked 4 times. Double and an RBI to go along with it. Hitting at .216 on the season. And the first pitch to him is a little squirter off the end of his bat. Dallas will chase it down on the first base line. Flip it to Pinellas, and a quick inning for Somerset here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Take a timeout on the Reading Fightin Phils Radio Network. When we come back, the home team bats for the first time. Here is tonight's Fightin Phils starting lineup presented by Golden Oaks Landscaping. Dante Nore is in center field, and leading off tonight, Arun Escobar bats second. Is at second. Caleb Ricketts bats third and behind the plate. Alex Pinellas is batting cleanup tonight. The first baseman, Nick Dunn, last night's hero, is the designated hitter batting fifth. Dylan Campbell bats sixth in left field. Right fielder Leandro Pineda bats seventh. Third baseman Bryson Ware eighth. And shortstop Robert Moore bats ninth. That lineup faces right-hander for Somerset, Elmer Rodriguez Cruz.
Rodriguez Cruz making his 11th appearance, 4-3 record, 2.56 ERA, 56 and 1/3 innings pitched, 48, 17 walks, 67 strikeouts.
Dante Nori stands in, looking for just his second hit as a member of the Reading Fightin Phils, called up to the Fightins in Double-A just before this series, as was the man in the on-deck circle, Arun Escobar. or 1 for 14 so far, and he's quickly ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes as the long and lanky Rodriguez Cruz misses with his first 2. Listed at 6'3" and 160 is Rodriguez Cruz, and this one is lifted into left field. Back goes Martin, back a little bit further, and just at the base of the track, he'll make the catch for out number 1. The defense behind Rodriguez Cruz, Garrett Martin, who just made that catch in left. Brendan Jones is in center. Jay Savina is in right field. Tyler Hardman at first. Jake Gatewood at second. George Lombard at short. Dylan Hasso is at third. And Manny Palencia is behind the plate. Escobar 2 for 18 since his call-up. And he beats the first one down the first base line. Knocked down momentarily. And then ultimately picked up. The 0-1 pitch. Escobar, a little dribbler out in front of the plate. Rodriguez Cruz fields it, throws in plenty of time for out number 2. So kind of a swinging bunt for Arun Escobar. He's retired by the pitcher, Rodriguez Cruz, for the second out. Michael Jones coaching at third base tonight for the Fightin Phils. Carl Ellison at first with Al Padrique, the skipper, in the dugout for tonight's game again. First pitch to Caleb Ricketts is inside for a ball. Ricketts 2 for 9 in the series, and a big 2-run home run back on game 1 on Tuesday. Drives this one into center field. Be an easy play for Brendan Jones. And the Fightin Phils, like the Somerset Patriots, go quickly in the first for Reading. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. 1 complete. We are tied 0-0. Well, it's a bit early, but it is a bullpen game, and the Alberta University Golden Wolves call the bullpen has been made. And coming in for the Fightin Phils, it'll be Gabriel Barbosa.
Gabriel Barbosa is in, 0-1, 5.68 ERA. 13th game, 19 innings, 23 hits, 6 walks, 15 strikeouts. Opponents saying 3.19 against Barbosa.
Well, it won't take long to figure out the line for Jack Dallas as he pitched a 1-2-3 inning.
And that one, it's a 1 and then a lot of zeros.
Didn't give up a walk, didn't give up a strike, didn't strike anybody out, but more importantly, didn't give up a hit or a run. And so Barbosa will come on now in phase 4, 5, and 6 to up here in the top half of the second inning. International Fireworks is the official sponsor of the R-Phils Fireworks shows during the 2025 season, has been from the get-go, and you can head to their store now. We're in the off-season. 242 Sycamore Road in Douglasville, or visit fireworksrust.com. The Mega Blast fireworks tonight to finish off 2025. And first pitch swinging is Hasso, and he'll hit a slow roll to Robert Moore at shortstop, and plenty of time. And 1 out here in the second. That will bring Tyler Hardman to the plate. Speaking of those Mega Blast fireworks, I want to thank the good folks at Penske for being the sponsor of tonight's Mega Blast fireworks. Penske Transportation Logistic Experts work with the world's leading companies across industries, including automotive, food and beverage, manufacturing, and retail, to drive results, helping to keep lives and businesses moving forward. You can learn more at gopenske.com. In addition, if you're at the ballpark tonight, if you haven't gotten it yet, the first 1,000 fans tonight will receive a Penske R-Phils rally towel. See plenty of them around the crowd tonight. You can head on down now if you have not picked up yours on your way in. The 0-1 pitch to Hardman is driven high and deep to left field. Fair or foul. Campbell will turn and look, and it is long gone. Tyler Hardman with a towering home run to left field, and Somerset's on the board first. Number 20 on the season for Hardman, his 64th RBI to go along with it. That one goes at 396 feet, 108 miles an hour off the bat for Hardman. And again, it was a towering home run. Campbell didn't even bother. Just maybe hoping that it would be foul, but it was fair by about 15 feet. And Somerset leads at 1-0 as Garrett Martin bats. He swings at the first pitch, drives this one to right field. Back goes Pineda. He'll look up and he'll say goodbye to that as well. Garrett Martin, as the Somerset Patriots go back-to-back on back-to-back pitches. Martin's 14th of the season. It's a 2-0 Patriot lead. RBI number 47 for Garrett Martin. And Gabriel Barbosa kind of having to shake off a little bit here after getting the first batter. Dylan Hasso on a slow grounder to short. Back-to-back home runs has it a different perspective here, as Manny Palencia now will bat. He does not swing at the first pitch, and it's a little bit low and away. It's ball one. The 1-0 pitch is up and in. It's 2-0. That's the first and now second home run that Barbosa has surrendered in his now 13 appearances for the Fightin Phils. Here's another ground ball to short. Robert Moore will handle this as well. And that's now 2 outs here in the second. Brings Kobe Morales to the plate. Morales, the other of the two lefties in the lineup for Somerset tonight. Morales 2 for 10 in the series, 209 in total on the year. And the first pitch to him is a slider that's a bit low for a ball. This a ground ball right side. Pinellas dives, knocks it down, gets up, finds Pinellas covering, or excuse me, Morales covering for the out. Nice play by Alex Pinellas, hooking up with the pitcher Morales for the third and final out. But Somerset does some damage with the 2 home runs from Hardman and Martin. For the Patriots, 2 runs in the inning. They did it on 2 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. We head to the bottom of the second, 2-0. Somerset on top. Bottom half of the second inning, as the crazy hot dog vendor, sporting his Oktoberfest attire. He too has a Reading Prost jersey on, as Alex Pinellas will lead it off here in the bottom of the second inning. This inning brought to you by Cornwall Manor, an active senior living, not-for-profit community in scenic Cornwall, Pennsylvania, outside of Lebanon. Alex Pinellas, Nick Dunn, and Dylan Campbell will be the 3 on the docket to hit for the Phils here in this second inning. Again, now trailing 2-0. Pinellas 3 for 11 in this series with a double and a home run of his own. First pitch to the left-hand hitter is over for a called strike one. Good crowd on hand tonight here at the ballpark on the final Saturday night, final Mega Blast. And a pretty loud one as well. A one pitch is a bit low and outside. It's 1-1 to Pinellas, who's hitting at .264 on the year as a Fightin' Phil. 7 home runs and 35 RBIs. And that one's inside. It's 2-1. Including switch hitter Robert Moore. Al Padrique running 6 left-handed bats out there against Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz. 2-1 pitch is on the inside corner, and now the count is even at 2-2. Rodriguez-Cruz considered the number 5 prospect in the New York Yankees organization. He was acquired, ironically enough, from the Boston Red Sox in 2024. And that one's inside. The count is now full to Pinellas. Acquired from Boston in December for catcher Carlos Narvaez. 3-2 pitch to Pinellas. Misses outside, ball 4. Long hold there for Manny Palencia, but the pitch called ball 4. So Pinellas is the Fightin' Phil's first base runner. That'll bring Nick Dunn to the plate. As I mentioned in the introduction of the lineup, Dunn, the hero of last night's game with the walk-off grand slam. His 7th home run of the year. He's now 24 RBIs since coming on board with the Fightin' Phils. First pitch to him is over for a called strike. And the second is a bit high. It's 1-1. Another hold there by Manny Palencia. He feels as if his pitcher's getting squeezed a little bit here in this second inning. Jamal Allen calling the balls and strikes. Abu Yusuda is at first base. Brian Law's at third. Fouled straight back by Dunn. It's 1-2. We know if Dunn, who is a Sunbury native, had any fans or friends in the crowd last night for his heroics.
No, his family, I believe, was sitting behind home plate last night.
There you go. How cool was that? 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive, but it's right at the shortstop Lombard. Throw to first to get Pinellas, but he gets back in time. So Dunn hit it on a rope, but right at George Lombard, short for out number 1. Gonna bring Dylan Campbell to the plate. Campbell just 1 for 15 in this series. Batting average now at .211 with 7 home runs and 24 RBIs. And first pitch to him is over for a called strike. Ellis takes his lead off at first. And the pitch to Campbell, the slider. Campbell kind of backing off on it. It almost broke over the plate. Just a bit inside. It's 1-1. Big swing and a miss. Right back with the slider. Campbell was out in front of it. And now Rodriguez-Cruz is out in front of him. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rodriguez-Cruz was born in Puerto Rico, grew up in Puerto Rico, drafted by the Red Sox out of Leadership Christian in Puerto Rico in 2021 in the 4th round. Swing and a miss. He gets Campbell chasing. First strikeout for Rodriguez-Cruz. Out number 2 here in the second. Again, very interesting to see that the Yankees and the Red Sox making a trade with each other. And of course, you know, they once traded a pitcher from the Red Sox to the Yankees. It turned out quite well for the Yankees. Just saying.
Happened to be Babe Ruth. I believe that's who you're referring to.
That's the legend. First pitch to Leandro Pineda is a bit outside for ball. Now, I do not think that Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz will go on to hit 700 home runs. Just going to go out on a limb on that. And that second pitch to Pineda is inside corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. He's also not quite built like Babe Ruth either. That's 6'3" and 160. 1-1 to Pineda. And the 1-1 pitch is a bit low. It's 2-1. Started the season at Hudson Valley, made 14 starts there, and as Jake said, making his 11th start with the Patriots. And Pineda fouls that out the plate, 2-2. He had 99 strikeouts in his 14 starts at Hudson Valley, and another 67 with Somerset. It's his call up. So it is 1 tonight. 167 strikeouts now in the season for Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz. Assuming Raul Dominguez knows where he's going to go with his starting staff beginning with the playoffs on Tuesday. He probably has some decisions to make. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Misses just a bit outside. The count is full to Pineda. Runner at first is Alex Pinellas. He walked to start the inning. 2 outs. And a 3-2 count to Pineda, so Pinellas will be off on the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him on the off-speed pitch. Pineda swings over the top. Back-to-back strikeouts for Rodriguez-Cruz to finish the second. For the Fightins, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left. 2 complete, 2-0. Somerset on top. Gabriel Barbosa back to work here now in the 3rd inning, trying to give the Phils some innings here in what is a bullpen game. Jack Dallas went the first, Barbosa the second, giving up the 2 home runs. And so it'll be 9-1 and 2 due up for Somerset here in the 3rd. I want to thank our good friends at Pepsi for presenting the 2025 season here in Baseball Town. Go fight Phils and drink more Pepsi. Jake Starr's been drinking it since April.
No more Pepsi after tomorrow.
Nope. Gatewood 3 for 15 in the series with 1 extra base hit. It was a double. Hitting at .240 on the year. And the first pitch is driven into left field, but Campbell is there. Has a range a little bit to his right and a little bit back, but makes the catch for out number 1. And again, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 3rd. Somerset coming up swinging against whoever's out there for the Phils, whether it was Jack Dallas or whether it was Barbosa. And if you're the Patriots right now, you're just trying to find yourself locked into a groove as the playoffs get underway next week. Top of the order, and Brendan Jones at the plate. He takes the first pitch from Barbosa over for a called strike. This one driven into right field. Pineda back, and he'll make the over-the-shoulder catch. Couple of steps before the right field fence for out number 2. Jones hit it on a dime, but Pineda was there to make the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring George Lombard to the plate. Lombard fouled out to Alex Pinellas his first time up. And the First pitch to Lombard is over for a called strike. A 1 pitch, fouled out of play. It's no balls and 2 strikes. So Barbosa looking for a quick top half of the 3rd inning. 1 pitch away, but he bounces the 0-2 pitch up there. Again, the season finale, series and season finale, tomorrow afternoon, 1:15. A reminder that tomorrow's Sunday start, not your usual 5:15 start, but a 1:15 start here at the ballpark. 1-2 pitch to Lombard. This is just a bit low. It's 2-2. So line up perfectly if you're a Philadelphia Eagles fan. You can still see the Eagles and Chiefs scheduled for a 4:25 kickoff in Kansas City. Time called now at the plate by Lombard. 20-year-old shortstop, who is the Yankees' #1 prospect, back in the box to count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and Barbosa does have a solid 3rd inning. 2nd inning work for him as he registers his first strikeout. And for the Patriots in the 3rd, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head now to the bottom of the 3rd. 2-0, Somerset on top. Bottom half of the 3rd inning is brought to you by Sports Culleton PC. You can expect reliable and experienced attorneys who are committed to getting you justice after a serious personal injury. Call Sports Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. Bryson Ware will lead it off for the Fightin' Phils here in the bottom of the 3rd, to be followed by Robert Moore and Dante Nori. That's 8, 9, and 1. And manager Al Patrici's lineup alongside Jay Starr. My name is Bob McCool. Final weekend of the season here at Baseball Town. Bryson Ware, who's 3 for 12 in the series with 1 extra base hit. It was a triple. Swings at the first pitch and pops it up right side of the infield. Hardman, the first baseman, will make the catch about 5 feet from the bag for out number 1. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 3rd. Seems like everybody had a long night last night or something, because they're up there swinging at the first pitch at everything. And I'm okay with that. Robert Moore now will bat. Moore 3 for 14 in the series. Switch hitter. Hitting left-handed against the right-hander Elmer Rodriguez-Gray. And swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Third baseman Dylan Hasso up a couple of steps on the grass in the event that Robert Moore tries to drop a bunt down. His counterpart at first base, Tyler Hardman, not only plays deep, but plays almost with his left foot touching the foul line. We talked about that a couple of nights ago with Hardman, where he lines up defensively as Moore swings and misses. Every left-handed hitter he has played as close to foul territory. He would have to, he is almost straddling the line. That's how far he is over at first base. 1-1 pitch to Moore. Swing and a miss. Another good curveball for Rodriguez-Cruz, and that's actually strike 3. So Moore is a strikeout victim. 3rd strikeout for Rodriguez-Cruz. He has struck out 3 of the last 4 batters. 2 outs here in the 3rd, and Dante Norrie now will bat. Norrie flew out to left field his first time up, hit it well. But Garrett Martin made the catch on the warning track. And the first pitch to Dante Norrie is a bit outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is down low. It's 2-0. Kind of see glimpses of the speed of Dante Norrie, but he's only been on base by a base hit one time in this series. 2-0 pitch is there for a called strike, but you can certainly see that the wheels are there. The number 1 draft pick of the Phillies last year. Just 20 years of age. Pitch is inside. It's 3-1. Turned 21 on October the 7th. Drafted at Northville High School in Michigan. 27th player selected overall. 3-1 pitch is a bit low. It's ball 4. So Norrie becomes the second base runner in the ball game for the Phils, both of them by way of walks. And we'll see if that gets Dante Norrie moving at all at first base with Arun Escobar now at the plate. Norrie's stolen 1 base so far since being called up to Reading. First pitch to Escobar, fooled on a slider, tried to hold up but was way too far committed. No balls and a strike. Carl Ellison with some words. There's a quick pickoff attempt by Rodriguez Cruz, trying to catch Dante Norrie off guard, but Norrie back without a problem as he starts to take his lead off of first. And he takes off for second, and Escobar takes a swing at it and fouls it back. And Norrie did not realize it. He went head first into second. So he'll pick himself up, clean himself off, and head back to first base as Arun Escobar is now in a no balls and 2-strike hole. Escobar with a little swinging bunt out in front of home plate for in his first appearance. Fielded by Rodriguez Cruz for the out. No balls and 2 strikes to Escobar. Inside, almost hit him. It's 1-2. Norrie was not off on that pitch. Would have been, it turns out, great pitch to run on as it almost went between the legs of Escobar. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Another pickoff attempt. Norrie gets back. Caleb Ricketts in the on-deck circle if Escobar should reach. Again, Norrie takes off, and again, Escobar swings at it and fouls it back. And again, Dante Norrie with the head first slide into second. So that brand new Prost jersey is going to be a little bit more like the Flapjacks color jersey by the time this game is over with for Dante Norrie. The Flapjack jerseys, the light tan with the brown, dark brown additions. Norrie again takes off. This time it's down low. The throw from Palencia goes into center field. Norrie will hold off as Brendan Jones gets in on it. I don't think Norrie realized right away it had gotten into center field. Plus, he's probably a little tired. That's 3 times he's run down to second base, and he is safe with the second steal for Norrie.
52nd total this year. He is 3 behind Aiden Miller in terms of Phillies organizational stolen base leaders.
So he takes his lead off for second, now in scoring position as the Phils try to get their first run across, down 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Escobar. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as he goes down on the slider. And the 4 strikeout for Rodriguez Cruz ends the third inning. For the Phils, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left. We are through 3, and it remains Somerset 2, Reading 0. We head to the fourth inning. Somerset on top 2-0 and taking over the play-by-play now that he has had plenty of time to rest his pipe since last night. Jake Starr.
Yeah, needed a little bit of load management, I guess, after 13 innings last night. But
need a bullpen game.
We're good to go. Well, and we got a bullpen game tonight. So we go to the top half of the fourth inning. Fightin Phils trail it 2-0 here against Somerset. And it'll be 3-4-5 due up against Gabriel Barbosa. Jay Savina leads off. First pitch to him is a line drive right to the shortstop. Robert Moore makes the catch. And that'll be out number 1. That'll bring Dylan Hasso to the plate. Also in this top of the fourth inning, a reminder that throughout this season, every Tuesday, all active military and veterans were able to get $3 off box seats thanks to Burke's Oral Surgery and Dental Implant Center. Dylan Hasso digs in from the right side. First pitch home to him. He takes it for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Somerset's approach in this game is as if they've got a bus to catch. I mean,
and the bus isn't until tomorrow.
I know that, but they seem to be in a hurry to get there.
0-1. Swung on, fouled straight back and out of play. It's 0-2. Very nice catch by a fan. About 25, 30 rows deep.
Not disappointed were you that you didn't get a ball hit your way Thursday night when we were out in the stands.
I had the glove. I was ready to go. 0-2 the count here to Dylan Hasso. Closing in on the Somerset franchise RBI mark. The 0-2 misses outside. It's 1-2. Hasso's got 75 RBI on the season. 78 is their single season RBI record, most recently done by Spencer Jones last year. And the pitch is swung on and fouled. It stays 1-2. Next pitch, swung on a line drive into right field. It'll fall for a base hit on a hop to Leandro Pineda, and it's the third hit tonight for Somerset, the first of which that has not been a home run. And that'll bring Tyler Hardman to the plate. Hardman had the first of what was back-to-back home runs by Somerset tonight. Hardman and Garrett Martin went back-to-back off of Barbosa in the top half of the second inning. Hardman, a .226 hitter in total, 20 home runs on the season now. That's amongst the most in the Eastern League. And Barbosa will fire home. That's taken inside for a ball. It's 1-0. Hardman tied with Altuna's Nick Samillo for first place in the Eastern League in home runs. Ryan Clifford, who's got 24, paces the league with 1 game left to play after tonight. 1-0 is a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 2-0 our score, 1 out, top of the fourth inning. Fightin Phils trail it 2-0 to the Patriots. Hardman 3 for 13 in this series. And the 1-1. Swung on and it's popped up foul out of play, straight back. And it'll go 1-2. Absolutely jam-packed tonight for the debut of the Reading Pros, and a Mega Blast fireworks after the game. And the 1-2. This is it, low and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
This might be the most people I've seen on the deck and left.
It's packed.
I don't think I've ever seen it that packed tight on the deck.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Tyler Hardman. Hasso leads off at first. And the pitch. At the knees, that's a called strike 3. Second strikeout for Gabriel Barbosa.
Hardman arguing, but that's a great pitch. I mean, that was thigh high and right down the middle. So I assume he thought it was low. It wasn't low. It wasn't inside and it wasn't outside, which makes it a strike.
About this before. Look, so many guys. I don't know how to word this properly, but why argue? You know, don't you want to hit? Here's Garrett Martin. He homered his last time up, but first I'll check on Hasso.
I agree with you, and I've said it before. I don't understand it. That the thought process of letting the letting the umpire dictate the end result of your at bat.
First pitch. Martin takes it inside for a ball. It's 1-0.
There always was an adage in the game of baseball, which is if it's with 2 strikes, you're swinging at anything close. That doesn't really hold true as much anymore. I think there's more guys who would just think that I know the strike zone, and so I'm going to take that pitch and wait for a better pitch.
1-0. Swing and a miss. It's 1-1. And look.
And end up heading back to the dugout arguing with the umpire, which is an argument you're not going to win, and B, you've lost the at bat.
And here's the case. Look, if there's no strikes, yeah, you can be very selective. You can have a very tight zone. 1 strike, you open up a little bit. 2 strikes, you got to understand, hey, I got to give probably an inch off each part of the plate. 1-1 is a check swing. It doesn't matter. It's a called strike. It's 1-2.
And I got news for you. I mean, look, nobody wants to say this, but there are different rules for different players. If your name is Harper or Soto or Judge, you might get different calls, but you're not. And that's the other piece of it.
2 outs here in the 4th. Barbosa readies. The 1-2 is low and away. 2-2.
I mean, there were Michael Jordan rules in basketball, but there weren't a whole lot of Michael Jordans.
I know people always complain about LeBron getting foul calls.
Yeah, well, when you're one of the best in the game, you might get a different call. Whether you like that or not, that is the truth.
2-2, swing and a miss. Martin down on strikes. Couple of strikeouts for Gabriel Barbosa here in the top of the 4th inning. For the Patriots, no runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left on base. We played 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Fightin' Phils trail it 2-0. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Klein is proud to be the official transportation provider of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Klein Transportation got the R Phils through all their road trips throughout the 2025 season. For more information, go to kleintransportation.com. So 2-0 is our score. Fightin' Phils behind Somerset right now in a game that's moving at a pretty brisk pace. This, of course, coming after a 4-hour game a night ago that took 3 hours and 52 minutes to play.
Careful how you phrase that. Don't let them come back and bite you.
Hopefully not. Here's Caleb Ricketts in. First pitch from Rodriguez Cruz. Will take it for a ball. It's 1-0. What time did your football game start last night?
7 o'clock.
What time did it end?
It was...
Next pitch, Ricketts down and in. It's 2-0.
The post-game show ended just a couple minutes before 10.
And we were still going for almost another hour after that.
Yeah, somebody asked me that when on my way in tonight, whether or not, why didn't I just stop here after my football game and help you out?
2-0. Ricketts swings, and it's a line drive back to the middle for a base hit. Rodriguez Cruz almost got a glove on it. But fortunately for Reading, he misses his glove. And that'll be the first base hit of the night for Caleb Ricketts, and the Fightin' Phils have a leadoff base runner.
According to our pitch speed, our hit speed here, that was 87 miles an hour off the bat. I think Elmer Rodriguez Cruz would argue with that. I think in his mind that was hit a lot harder than 87 miles an hour.
I think anything coming right back at you as a pitcher looks a lot faster than it might be. First pitch from Ellis, swings and misses. It's 0-1. Pinellas has walked in his only time up tonight. Hit a home run in last night's game, his 7th of the year. 0-1 is upstairs for a ball. It's 1-1. Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, the Yankees' number 5 prospect. He's the reigning Eastern League Player of the Week, or Pitcher of the Week, that would be. 1-1 is swung on. It's a ground ball through the hole, right side, base hit. Ricketts turns around second to third. Avina fires a throw to third, and it's going to be late on a hop. And it's a back-to-back single to the Fightin' Phils. It puts runners on the corners.
It's a great read by Caleb Ricketts. He was off and around second base and did not hesitate. A little bit of a roundabout route to get to it by Avina, and that helped Ricketts out. A strong throw by Avina. Just a great job by Caleb Ricketts to realize that ball was going to get through, and he had a chance to get to third. He did not break stride. He did not hesitate. And a big spot here now for the Phils. They finally get a couple of hits, and now they have a chance with both the tying runs on the base path.
So here's Nick Dunn. First pitch. He swings, and it's off for the third baseman, Hasso, on a hop. Both fielded, fired to first. It's in time, but safe at second is Pinellas. Scoring is Caleb Ricketts. And that'll be a 5-3 RBI for Nick Dunn. And that'll make it a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why Hasso was playing where he was. He was up on the grass. I mean, if you're playing the infield up, you're playing the infield up. But you're up 2-0, I would think you'd be playing the infield back at the double play ball, which the rest of the infield was. But for some reason, Hasso was up on the grass, and he paid for it because that was hard hit right at him, and he couldn't handle it cleanly. He was able to get at least an out of it.
First pitch to Campbell. He takes that one a bit down. It's 1-0. So now it's Alex Pinellas on second base. One out in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Fightin' Phils have that tying run, 180 feet away. Next pitch is low and away. Well, technically speaking, if you're taking the shortest path of resistance, it's 120 feet away. But the unfortunate part of that is you can't run straight to get. You got to go to third and then home. So
one of those guys in blue will probably notice if you do that.
You could try, but I wouldn't recommend it.
Fun police that they are.
Kyle Schwarber to hit a home run. Next pitch is fouled back. It's 2-1.
Comeback night, Citizens Bank Park.
Yeah, 4-4 now.
I did not realize, because we were here on Thursday when that was going on, we were following what was happening.
And the Mets lost.
They lost again?
The Mets lost. They had a 2-0 lead, and they have blown it. They lost 3-2 to Texas. So magic number is 2.
I kiddingly told Mike Keller on Friday that the Phils could clinch the National League East before the weekend was over.
I hope so.
I might be right.
Next week's on the West Coast.
Correct.
To do it at home, 2-1.
I may still be right.
2-2.
It would have taken a 3-game Phils win, and the Mets will lose 2 out of 3 to get it done. And it's might very well be happening. They've already lost 2 to Texas.
Well, regardless of what happens tonight, the earliest the Phillies can now clinch is tomorrow.
Right.
Now, if they win today, then they don't even have to worry about what happens with the Mets tomorrow because the magic number would drop to 1.
Correct.
2-2 the count here to Campbell the pitch, and that's low and away. It's 3-2.
But just to get back to what I started to say about Luzardo, we saw and knew he knew what we did, and I'm listening to the post-game show on my way home on the radio, and Larry Anderson, they had Jesus Luzardo on as the post-game show, and I thought, well, that's weird because usually they don't have a starting pitcher on the post-game show because they're usually into showers and long gone. And he talked about the fact he pitched a perfect game for 7 innings.
3-2 to Campbell, misses down. That's ball 4, so it is a 1-out walk of Campbell, puts runners on first and second. Third walk for Rodriguez Cruz, and that'll bring Pineda to the plate. He didn't allow, basically after the first inning, the Mets did not have another runner reach base.
He gave up 5 hits and 4 runs in the first inning, and then pitched 7 perfect innings.
And then Duran come in and struck out the side.
Correct. It's an interesting way to win it. I can't imagine anybody's ever had a start in the history of baseball quite like Jesus Luzardo had the other night.
Here's Pineda. First pitch to him is swung on, foul down the right field line. A couple of inches right of that chalk.
It would have to be foul because otherwise, Tyler Hartman would catch it if it was. Again, he's as close to that line as physically possible.
Yeah, that left
There's
foot.
no way you're getting one down the line unless it goes through Tyler Hartman's legs.
That left foot of the first baseman Hartman is basically as close to the white chalk on the first base line as humanly possible.
He's almost, he's about 2 inches from being in foul territory.
0-1 is taken for a strike from Pineda. It's 0-2. So 0-2 to Pineda. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. And the pitch, he swings and he pops it up, and it'll go foul at a play down the left field line. It stays 0-2. Pineda hitting .212 on the year. A 185 hitter with runners in scoring position. The 0-2 is taken on the inside corner, called strike 3. So that's strikeout number 5 for Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, and 2 outs in the inning brings Bryson Ware to the plate. So Ware bats with men on first and second. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. Reading already a run in the frame. They trail it 2-1. The pitch is up and away. It's 1-0. Bryson Ware 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Popped up to first base. His first time up. As Pinellas leads off second. Campbell off first. Infield back, 1-0. Is a broken bat flare towards second, charging Gatewood, and he'll make the catch in the air, and that will retire the side in the 4th. So Reading does score a run. They did it on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left on base. We will head to the 5th. Reading got 1 back. They trail it 2-1. Go to the top half of the 5th inning from FirstEnergy Stadium. And I believe Lettuce just took a spill during the veggie race. Man, a little bit of a lip coming off, too, from Lettuce.
Well, you're missing the best part of the show. A leprechaun just got evil candy.
A leprechaun got evil candy.
That's what it looks like to me. It's not leprechaun. It's actually Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I'm watching the replay right now. It looks like Lettuce just spun a wheel.
That hasn't happened since Mike Keller was in it.
That's true.
He was Carrot that night. I stand corrected.
And he had plenty of excuses
No,
afterwards.
he was Lettuce. You're right. Maybe something in that lettuce suit.
Maybe, I don't know, but if you're giving him reasons for excuses.
No, I'm not. He's had more excuses, and he tried to blame it on anybody and everybody.
First pitch to Manny Palencia is a foul ball straight back. It's 0-1.
He's run in the vegetable race twice. He has yet to reach the finish line.
Top of the 5th inning, 2-1 our score. Patriots on top. The 0-1 is a slider for a strike. It's 0-2. Gabriel Barbosa's out for his 4th inning of work. And it's 7-8-9 that he'll face for the Patriots here in the inning. The 0-2 is a bit inside. It's 1-2. Manny Palencia is 0 for 1 in tonight's ball game. Grounded out to short his first time up. 1-2. Swing, and that one's fouled straight back. And it stays 1-2 as it goes out of play. #21st Double-A game for Palencia. He's hitting .239 on the year. 1-2. Swing and a tapper foul down the first base line. Stays a ball and 2 strikes. And here's the 1-2. Swung on, lifted into the air towards right center. Dante Nori, the center fielder, into the alley, makes the catch, and that's out number 1. Going to take a look at our Fightin' Phil's alumni report presented by Deer Country Farm and Lawn. And the Phillies win yesterday. They got a home run from Bryson Stott, and they got a double from Otto Kemp, who all of a sudden is playing some very good baseball right now. And just as we say that, the Phillies have taken a 5-4 lead.
Sacrifice fly from Nick Castellanos, pinch hitting for Max Kepler.
That's swung on, and it's a one-hop fielded by Escobar at second. Plenty of time for him. First, it's in time. Now, is that just a straight pinch hit, or?
They brought in a left-handed pitcher, so I think that's why they had Castellanos come in for Kepler.
So 2 outs here in the inning. And that'll bring Jake Gatewood to the plate.
I think you're going to have to update your alumni report. Otto Kemp just doubled.
Right now?
Yep.
Did a run score or just a straight double?
No, yeah, Real Muto scored 6-4.
Oh, there it is. Well, add to the alumni report. Thanks to Deer Country Farm and Lawn. But no, Kemp, since he's come back up, he is swinging a red-hot
really
bat.
It's so great to see.
I mean, I think there's going to be an argument, is he going to be on the playoff roster? 0-1 the count here to Jake Gatewood, the pitch. That one swung on, lifted down the right field line, foul. It's 0-2.
I mean, it probably comes down to Wes Wilson versus Otto Kemp.
Because you got your 9, obviously.
Right.
And then you got to keep one catcher, so probably Marchand. Maybe they go Stubbs.
Right.
Sosa, for sure.
Correct.
0-2 is down, 1-2. I mean, you have your extra outfielder, so Kepler, Castellanos, whoever that is, and then you probably get one more.
Right.
So that'll probably be Weston Wilson or Otto Kemp.
Right.
I mean, Wilson gives you more positional flexibility.
Yeah.
1-2. Swing and a foul ball. I mean, Kemp really, he can play left.
He can play left. He can play third. He can play second. Right. Wilson can play
Kemp's
left.
played first.
Right. I mean, to me, they're
pretty equal.
Wilson can play short in a pinch.
But if you have Sosa,
right. Well, yeah, exactly.
See if he's healthy. 1-2. Inside 2. I mean, there are a lot of positive.
If Wes Wilson's playing short in a playoff, something's gone horribly wrong.
There are a lot of positive injury updates today. Trey
Right.
Turner's, they're hoping he swings tomorrow or Monday. So that means he's probably getting.
They're already saying that Bohm will be back.
Bohm will be back. Sosa, they said they didn't put him on the injured list, so
right.
That's a good sign. 2-2. Swinging a tapper, and that's foul. Actually got a piece of Gatewood in the box.
So, yeah, I think it just comes down to Kemp versus Wilson. I mean, they're obviously both right-handed hitters. They're both positional flexibility for both of them. And so, I mean, as hot as Otto Kemp is right now, if it stays that way for the remaining week and a half or so, 2 weeks of the season, I don't know. Be a very interesting decision to make.
2-2, 2 outs. Pitch to Gatewood. Low and away, and the count's full.
I mean, Wes Wilson's a likable guy, but, Kemp is one of us.
As in he's a former Fightin?
He came up through the system. I mean, Wes Wilson was a kind of a minor league free agent. Otto Kemp is a Philly farm product.
3-2. Swing and a ground ball towards third, where in a couple of steps, he fields it, fires the first. It's low, and Vanellis digs it up. Looks like Gatewood lost a piece of paraphernalia right there. But that does retire the side. 5-3 goes the putout. Patriots go down in order in the top of the 5th. Halfway through on this Saturday night from Baseball Town. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Somerset 2, Reading 1. bottom half of the 5th inning is presented by Cornwall Manor, a unique and charming community nestled on a 190-acre wooded campus with many walking trails, including the Lebanon County Rail Trail. Bottom 5, 2-1 our score. Patriots on top of the Fightin' Phils. Alongside Bob McCool, I'm Jake Starr. Here in a 2-1 ball game. And Reading will send 9, 1, and 2 to the plate. And right now, it looks like the bullpen's empty. So is Gabriel Barbosa going to get a 5th inning at work?
I would just keep expecting that somebody was going to get up, but so far that's not the case.
Barbosa's been awesome tonight.
Yeah, he has. I mean, obviously,
back-to-back home runs, and then that's been it. So Moore will dig in from the left side. He's 0 for 1 tonight. First pitch he will take down for a ball. It's 1-0. Moore wrapping up his 2nd full season with the Fightin' Phils, the 1-0. Takes that inside, 2-0. Moore was with Lehigh Valley from August 4th to the 20th of this year. Hit .222 over 8 games. 2-0 is outside for a ball. It's 3-0 to Robert Moore. Robert, the son of former Royals GM Dayton Moore. Of course, the Phillies and Royals playing this week. 3-0 is at the knees for a strike, 3-1. Phillies a 6-4 lead over Kansas City. Phillies, what they win tonight, will reduce their magic number to 1 to clinch the National League East. It's crazy how just in the last week, they've gone from, okay, it looks good, to, oh no, like they're going to clinch any day. 3-1, Moore swings, fouls it back to our left, and it goes foul, 3-2.
Well, it's even crazier to think where they were 2 weeks ago after getting swept by the Mets. And
they're what, 4 games up?
They were 4 games up because the series started, they were up 7, but it didn't even feel that way.
3-2, Moore swings, hits it well, left field line, marks it over, it's down for a base hit. Takes 2 hops and hits off the wall. Robert Moore coasting to second base. Pulled himself a stand-up double, his 17th of the year, and the Fightin' Phils have the tying run aboard.
Good to see Robert Moore doing that, going the other way, and they're playing him well off the line as a left-hand hitter. And then once that ball was in the air, it was going to be trouble. Nice job by Martin to make sure he got there quick enough to make sure that Moore doesn't get 3 out of it. But there's your tying run now at second base with nobody out.
So that'll bring Dante Norrie to the plate. Norrie's 0 for 1 tonight. Did walk and steal a base back in the 3rd. Norrie, who joined Reading on Tuesday. Phillies 2024 first round pick. Mound visit here as Palencia heads out. Shortstop Lombard Jr. joins.
Have you noticed that in every mound visit and every time anybody's gone to the mound, George Lombard has joined in on the conversation?
I mean, a lot of times the way the short, I think it's a sign conversation.
I don't have a problem with it, but yeah, I mean, I have a problem with it. I just find it interesting. I mean, but again, he's a kind of a coach and a field player.
First pitch, and misses a bit up to Dante Norrie. It's 1-0.
I mean, his father's been in baseball for a long time. He's the third base coach. He's a bench coach for the Detroit Tigers. I mean, obviously, he's a high baseball IQ kind of guy. I just find that, I think that's interesting that he is that intrinsically involved.
1-0 pitch. Norrie swings and he fouls it on a chopper down the third baseline. It's 1-1. Dante Norrie just 1 for 15 so far this week. Looking for his 2nd Double-A hit. And perhaps with that his first Double-A RBI. Has stolen a couple of bases this week. He's only struck out twice, so he's been putting the ball in play, but hitting into a lot of outs. And the 1-1 is swung on and fouled down the first base line. First base coach Carl Ellison there to scoop it. It's 1-2. Reading's got some speed on the bases as Robert Moore leads off second. One, two is down in the dirt. 2-2. Norrie Check this swing. They did appeal to Brian Laws at third, who said no swing. Two on our score. Bottom half of the fifth. Somerset on top of the Fightin' Phils in this penultimate game of the year. Norrie swings the 2-2, hits a dribbler right side. Gatewood charges Fields, fires the first. It's in time. Norrie is out by about a step. Robert Moore does move to third, so Norrie does do a job.
Yep, that's what you got to do. You got to make sure as left-hand hitter you can find something, you get a pitch you can pull and get it on the right side of the infield, get Moore to third base now with one out. And with his speed, Dante Norrie that is, you can make that a very close play. No margin for error for Gatewood. You got to charge it and you got to get that throw off because otherwise Norrie's going to beat it out.
So Arun Escobar, the batter now for the Fightin' Phils. First pitch to him is a check swing, but home plate umpire Jamal Allen says Escobar went around, so it's 0-1.
Somerset with the infield up, trying to protect from that tying run scoring.
0-1 is swung on. It's off the glove of a diving Hardman into right field for a base hit. Robert Moore will score. Fightin' Phils tie it up on what is the first AA RBI for Arun Escobar, and it's 2-2.
And that's the beauty of and danger of bringing the infield up, because if the infield's not up, that's a ball right at Tyler Hardman. It was still a ball right at Tyler Hardman, but because he was in, he had to try to make a diving catch, and it was on himself fast, hit off his glove. And so Escobar gets the game tied up, as Jake said, with his first AA RBI.
So that'll bring Caleb Ricketts to the plate for the Fightin' Phils. See if Redding puts Escobar in motion here. He did steal 24 bags this year. First pitch to Ricketts, the ball outside. It's 1-0.
Well, the Phils really hadn't touched Rodriguez Cruz at all until Caleb Ricketts changed that with that line drive right past him for their first hit. But they're starting to find him a little bit right now over the course of the last two innings.
1-0 to Ricketts, the count. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Singled and scored a run, and the fourth his last time up. 1-0 is outside. Escobar caught between the bags, but he's able to beat the throw back from Palencia safely.
Arun Escobar is calling time now. I'm not sure if he came back into the bag awkwardly. He almost, the pickoff attempt was somewhat close.
Yeah, he's on his backside. Now McFlaherty's coming out.
Might have twisted his back a little bit. Nope, maybe it's a leg. Now here comes Al Padrique as well to see what exactly happened. He kind of ended up crawling back to the bag.
Yeah,
like
he's
he's having trouble putting
weight on that.
Yep. And it wasn't sure if maybe he twisted his back initially, but then he stood up, and it looks like it's the right ankle. May have just twisted it trying to get back.
You hope it's nothing too bad as they take a look at him now at first base. Just trying to see if he can put weight on it.
Yeah. Trying to see if he can push off as well. Nice bounce. They're going to let him run a little bit, see how he does.
That gate looks fine to me.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he's
could
too
have
bad of shape.
Twisted a little bit, maybe a ball hit off of it. You have no idea. But
maybe he's just playing coy. He's just sucking him in because he's going to steal second base.
It's like hustling a little bit.
Absolutely.
You make them think you're hurt.
Right, absolutely.
They get their guard down, and then you take second base on a steal. So Escobar will stay in the game. Obviously,
sounds like something I would try. Actually, I'm not going to lie.
Was Bob McCool trying that on the Governor Mifflin fields back in the day?
I wasn't that smart then.
Are you that smart now?
Well, I just thought of it.
Well, you did. It took 40 or so years.
Hey. Sometimes it takes a while for that light bulb to turn on.
It's not age, it's wisdom.
That's right.
2-0 the count to Ricketts as Escobar leads off first after staying in the game. The pitch, swing and a miss. It's 2-1. 58th game for Ricketts this year. Be really interested to see kind of where Ricketts starts off next year.
Yeah.
He's had some injury issues the last couple of seasons. 2-1, swings and he dribbles it foul, first base side.
Yeah, I think to your point, I think if it had been a little bit better season in terms of health for Caleb Ricketts, you could probably pencil him in that he would theoretically be the catcher in AAA next year. And that may still be the case, depending on how things evolve over the offseason with where the Phils are catching-wise. But just because he's had so much trouble staying healthy here, wouldn't be surprised to see him back here again and see if he can't get off to a good start and stay healthy.
25-year-old in his third full pro season. The pitch and a swing and a miss. He goes down on strike. So Ricketts strikes out. 6 punch out tonight for Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. And that'll bring Alex Pinellas up to the plate. So Pinellas digs in from the left side. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th of a tie ball game. First pitch is at the belt for a called strike. It's 0-1. Pinellas has been aboard twice tonight. He has walked and he has singled, up to a 9-game on base streak. Pitch swung on and it's dribbled foul to the third base side. So it's 0-2. Pinellas, a .267 hitter on the year. He's got 7 homers, 35 runs driven in. This is 67th game, 0-2. Misses it a bit up and away. It's 1-2. Phillies another run. Kyle Schwarber a double. Donovan Walton scores. Makes it 7-4. Next pitch outside, 2-2.
Can the playoffs start next week?
You can just keep this going. 8 more weeks. 8 more weeks of this. They're playing great baseball right now. 2-2. Swinging a miss. Pinellas down on strikes. Back-to-back punch-outs for Rodriguez Cruz to end the inning. He's up to 7 tonight. So 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors, and 1 left on base. We've played 5. We'll go to the 6th. New ball game tied up at 2 apiece. Top half of the 6th inning. Established in 1928, the Manor Golf Club is one of the oldest public courses in eastern PA. Located between Philly, Lancaster, and Allentown in Sinking Spring, it offers a true test of golf on a championship-style course. Visit themanorgolfclub.com for more info. Alongside Bob McCool, I'm Jake Starr, bringing you Fightin' Phil's baseball for the second to last time here in 2025. And it's a 2-2 ball game here in at the top of the 6th inning. Gabriel Barbosa's back on the mound, and so far, what an effort it's been by Barbosa tonight. We'll face the top of the order for Somerset. It's Brendan Jones. And the first pitch is a bit outside to Jones. It's 1-0.
And there's no one up yet in the bullpen, so theoretically, if he can give you, he's going to give you 4 innings in a bullpen game.
Well, 5.
You are correct. This is his 5th.
1-0 is swung on a ground ball to the right side. It's backhanded by Escobar. Fires at first. Close play, but the speedy Jones is out. And it looks like Arun Escobar is feeling okay at second base after a bit of a scare last inning. And that'll bring George Lombard Jr. to the plate. Looks like Somerset's got a righty up in toss it in their bullpen. Lombard 0 for 2 in tonight's game. Patriots have just 3 hits. Reading has issued no walks tonight. First pitch home is inside. It's 1-0.
It's Kelly Austin is warming up in the bullpen. Sorry, I was looking for the number.
1-0 was a called strike, 1-1. We saw Austin a couple of days back.
Yeah.
I mean, both teams in pretty similar spots. Don't have a ton of available arms tonight after the 13-inning contest last night. 1-1. Swung on and rolled foul. It's 1-2. We have played 7 innings of free baseball this week.
That's pretty amazing.
2 on Tuesday, 1 on Wednesday, and then 3 on Friday. Wait, 4 on Friday.
Right.
My math wasn't mathing there for a second.
Well, I just said he's pitching in his 4th inning and needs his 5th.
1-2. Swing and a dribbler foul again. It stays a ball and 2 strikes. And oh, by the way, it's a tie game right now.
Also true.
Try to work a reverse jinx on it.
There's no way we'd play double extra innings again, would it be?
1-2 is
Famous
down.
last
2-2.
Again, I mean, for the Phils, it's the situation, but for Somerset, it's the last thing they need. I mean, if you really think about it, they got a playoff series that starts on Tuesday.
Yeah, the R-Phils are done tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
Somerset, you really got to start thinking about your arms and how you want to set things up for next week. 2-2 is swung on down the line by Lombard Jr. It's down for a fair ball. It'll take a hop and hit off the wall. Lombard Jr. will coast into second base standing up. 24th double of the year for him. The Patriots get their 4th hit of the night, and they have a 1-out base runner for Jay Savina.
I mean, quite honestly, I'm a little surprised that they didn't just go to a position player at some point in time by the time that game got into 12 and 13 innings last night. Because if you're if you're Somerset, it's wins and losses don't matter. You got to make sure your arms are okay and your pitching is lined up for Tuesday.
Mound visit here with Ricketts and Barbosa. Could very well just be a signed conversation because this is the first time there's actually been a runner
Also
physically
true. Yeah.
on second base against Barbosa.
Yeah, the first 2 didn't bother stopping.
So obviously you have the more convoluted set of signs with runners on first and second, or just runners on second, because obviously they can see what the catcher's putting down. So Jay Savina is 0 for 2 in tonight's ball game. And the pitch catches the knees for a strike. It's 0-1.
Especially when that guy is George Lombard. I mean, we were talking about him earlier. I mean, there's a guy, basketball terminology, you'd call him a gym rat. Like he's a high baseball IQ kind of guy.
And he's just 20 years old. The Yankees' top prospect. 0-1 home is swung on and lifted out of play foul.
I mean, let's be honest. There'd be guys on second base that, depending on how I was as a hitter, I don't know if I want them telling me what's going on out there. There's other guys who probably, if they could see something and let you know. I mean, some people's advice would be better taken than others.
Here's the 0-2. Misses with a slider down. It's 1-2. It's the 59th pitch for Gabriel Barbosa tonight. Most he has thrown since joining Reading. He did go some length with Jersey Shore this year, but really never saw it here in Double-A. 1-2 is swung on a ground ball to the hole, and that is through for a base hit. Lombard had to stay put as that one got by Robert Moore at short. So it's a 2-out single, put men on the corners now. Lombard started and stopped, so Ware went to the bag,
exactly
and you wonder if that doesn't happen if Bryson Ware has a play on that.
I think that's exactly what happened. Bryson Ware started to go to third to cover the bag, and it's probably a ground ball to his left. And by all of that happening, Lombard starting and stopping, it gets a base hit for Avina. Because that's a ground ball, a step or two to Bryson Ware's left, and a ground out.
So it's men on the corners, 1 out for Dylan Hasso. And the pitch, swing and a miss, it's 0-1.
Now we're going to get some action in the Phil's bullpen.
Saul Tehran is up and throwing for the Fightin Phils. Kelly Austin continues to throw for Somerset. We'll check on the runner, Hasso. He gets back in standing up. Oh, some sort of conversation up the middle between Moore and Escobar. Of course, Redding looking to turn two. Moore's going to play pretty straight up and short.
I think that's if Avina takes off for second and how they're going to play it.
Here's the pitch. Catches the knees for a strike. It's 0-2.
Some teams will have that runner on first base take off for second. Then if you throw down with a runner with good wheels at third and Lombard, he then takes off for the plate.
0-2 to Hasso, who's 1 for 2 tonight. The 0-2. Swinging a roller down the third base line. Foul. Bryson Ware scoops it. Runners have to return to their spots. Dylan Hasso's got 75 RBI this year. That's 3 shy of the Somerset single season record. Here's the 0-2. Swung on, fouled straight back. It'll stay 0-2 to Dylan Hasso. He's also tied for the Eastern League lead in runs driven in with his 75. It's matched by Ryan Clifford. Hasso entered tonight, tied with Felix Reyes for hits in the league with 122, which was in second place. Hasso has retaken the lead with his 123rd his last time up. 0-2, low and away, 1-2. Barbosa went to a slider there. One out, top of the 6th, 2-2 is our score. And the 1-2. Misses it up and in. It's 2-2 to Hasso. Hasso, a .293 hitter with runners in scoring position this year. Now the runner goes, and the pitch is swung on, and it's a fly ball to deep center. Norrie's back to the edge of the track. He'll make the catch. It's plenty deep enough, though, to score Lombard, so he'll touch home. That'll make it a 3-2 ball game as Dylan Hasso picks up RBI number 76 on a sac fly. And Avina has to retreat the first. And with that, it looks like that's going to be the end of the night for Gabriel Barbosa. 66 pitches for him in what was a valiant effort on a night where Redding really needed it from its bullpen. So Barbosa's night's done. We'll step aside as we head to the Alvernia University bullpen. After this, the Fightin Phils Radio Network. New pitcher in for the Fightin Phils out of the Alvernia University bullpen. It's the righty Saul Duran.
Making his third appearance since being called up. No decisions as of yet, and also no earned run average as of yet. 3 innings pitched. He's given up just 2 hits. Has not struck out a batter, has not walked a batter.
So it's Ronwan Herod, a runner on first from Gabriel Barbosa, and 2 outs in the top half of the 6th inning. Fightin Phillies now trail at 3-2 after an RBI sac fly from Dylan Hasso, who got his 76th run driven in of the year. And Tyler Hardman will be the first that Saul Teran will face here in the inning. So he looks to just get this final out of the 6th. Hardman in from the left side. First pitch to him is over for a called strike. It's 0-1. Hardman, a .225 hitter. He's got 20 home runs after hitting 1 back in the 2nd. A mark that is tied for 2nd most in the Eastern League this year. 0-1 is a check swing on a pitch outside. They will appeal. First base umpire and the crew chief, Nobu Yasuda, says no swing. Hardman struck out looking his last time up, and it's a ball and a strike to him here. Pitch. That one misses a bit down. It's 2-1. Fightin Phillies wearing for the first time tonight their Reading Prost uniforms. White tops and pants with the blue touches on them. They wear light blue caps with a navy blue brim. The Prost logo on the front. 2-1 is another check, and this time he went around. Says Nobu Yasuda at first base, so it's 2-2. So 2-2 the count. Jay Savina leads off first with 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Hardman goes down on strikes. And Saul Teran retires the only batter he faces. Patriots do add 1 run. They did it on 2 hits, and they leave 1 on base. We will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Somerset back on top, 3-2. Bottom half of the 6th inning, 3-2 is our score. New pitcher is in for Somerset with the Patriots on top, and it's Kelly Austin.
Austin making his 43rd appearance of this season. That is most for the Patriots. He is 3-2 on the season, the 2nd loss coming on Wednesday night here at FirstEnergy Stadium. His ERA is 3.02, 41 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 35 hits. He struck out 37. He is also he's struck out 37. He's walked 27 and given up a couple of home runs as well.
So Reading will send 5, 6, 7 up. And I'll start off with last night's hero, Nick Dunn. Dunn, who so far tonight is 0 for 2. Did drive in a run, though, on an RBI ground out in the 4th. Looks like some sort of a delay. There's a loose ball. So with that delay, let's do this day in baseball town history. Thanks to Body Zone Sports and Wellness. 30 years ago today, September 13th, 1995 in Reading, Game 5 of the Eastern League Championship Series. The Phillies finish off New Haven 13-2 to win their first Eastern League Championship in 22 years, 3-2. Wendell McGee goes 4 for 4 with 4 runs and 4 RBIs. First pitch to Nick Dunn is a called strike. It's 0-1. Well, we know it won't end at 30 years. Perhaps 31 years is the lucky number. 0-1. Swing and a miss by Dunn. It's 0-2. Nick Dunn last night hit the walk-off grand slam in the 13th. The first walk-off grand slam in 9 years here in baseball town. Next pitch misses down for a ball. It's 1-2. Rhys Hoskins on May 24th, 2016 was the last walk-off grand slam for the Fightin' Phils. 1-2. Dunn reaches at one and just fouls it down the first base line.
Has Hoskins come back yet from Milwaukee?
He just came back.
I was going to say, because I saw him hit a home run in rehab at AAA, and I kept expecting he would be back by now. It seemed to take him a long time to get back.
Yeah, he just came back the other day. 1-2. Dunn swings and he rolls it over to first. Fielder on a couple of hops by the first baseman Hardman. He'll take it to the bag himself. That's out number 1, and that'll bring it Dylan Campbell to the plate. Yeah, of course, the Phillies, who are getting very close to clinching the NL East. Magic number could be 1 by the end of the night. The Brewers, well, the Phillies are right on the heels of the Brewers. So
yeah, 2.5 back.
Once you clinch, there's still a lot more to play for.
Yeah, you got to also keep the Dodgers at bay.
Yes.
That's the big spot.
Pitches a strike to Campbell.
I mean,
the Dodgers lost on Patrick Bailey hit a walk-off home. This time, though, the home run left the ballpark. Because Bailey's the one who hit the inside the park walk-off home run.
Right. Yeah, the Dodgers, I think they're five.
Swing and a miss, 0-2.
5.5 after last night's game ahead of the Dodgers, and they go to L.A. for 3 now, beginning Monday or Tuesday? Monday, I think.
It's Monday, yeah. So if they clinch tomorrow night, you're going to have to get your celebration done and hop on a 6-hour cross-country flight. It's okay. Garrett Stubbs has them ready.
Sure.
0-2 is down for a ball, 1-2. So as big as that Mets series was, I think that Dodgers series is probably going to be just as big because
you want to get either the 1 or 2 spot because then you get a bye through the first round.
Next pitch is bounced, so it's 2-2. So Phillies play tomorrow at 1:35, and then 3 straight against the Dodgers on the road. Off Thursday, 3 in Arizona next weekend. Off that following Monday, and then 6 at home to finish off the year. 2-2. Swung on and a ground ball to the right side. Over to the hole is Gatewood to field it. Second baseman's throw to first in time. Out number 2. Bring Leandro Pineda up. Marsh just homered, make that 8-5 lead. Here's the thing, too. Why selfishly I'd like them to clinch tomorrow because I don't know if I'm making it till 1 a.m. to watch them finish off the Dodgers.
I guarantee you I'm not.
So Pineda's 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts tonight. The pitch, and that's outside 1-0. I mean, if you go back 3 days ago, it looked like, probably that Dodgers-Diamondback series when they would clinch. Now they're in a spot where they could clinch tomorrow.
Now the Mets have to be, they got to be in a rearview mirror. Going into the day, they had a half-game lead on the Giants.
I would say the Mets all of a sudden, they're not going to win the East.
No, they might not make the playoffs.
And this is going to be worse. I was looking on Twitter today, worse than 07. Pineda swings, fouls it back. It's 2-1.
Well, they're spending a lot more money to lose this year than they were in 07.
Mets had the best record in baseball in June. And they've just totally fallen off. 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2. I'm sure everybody in Philadelphia feels terrible for that.
Yes, my heart bleeds.
2-2, 2 outs to Leandro Pineda. Kelly Austin looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Pineda steps out and calls time. So Omar Rodriguez, 5 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs both earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Currently would be the pitcher for the win. 2-2 is a curveball, bit outside. It's 3-2.
So yes, the Giants play the Dodgers tonight in San Francisco. If the Giants win, they now have the last wild card spot, and the Mets are.
Giants win?
If the Giants beat the Dodgers, they have the last wild card spot, and the Mets are on the outside looking in.
And Pineda will take one for ball 4. So first walk issued by Kelly Austin, and that'll bring Bryson Ware to the plate for the Phils.
I mean, if that would happen, if that would hold true and the Mets do not make the playoffs, I would not want to be at Citi Field. I mean, there are going to be a lot of people looking to make some serious changes, I would think, in New York the offseason if that happens.
Here's the pitch to Bryson Ware. It's a ball. It's 1-0. Bryson Ware is 0 for 2 tonight. Next pitch is a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. I mean, the Mets were in a spot last year where they were an out away from losing in the wild card round.
Yeah, they got hot at the perfect time, and they were obviously really, really good in the postseason, and they went and signed Juan Soto, and everybody had figured, oh, there you go. That's what we needed.
But if the Mets never beat the Phillies last year, 1-1, or never beat the Brewers, that's down 2-1, and lose in the wild card round and then have the collapse they have, things could look, just the perception-wise of things could look very different right now. 2-2. This is down 3-2. So full count, 2 outs to, it's 3-1. 3-1, 2 outs to Bryson Ware. And the pitch home. Swung on, fouled back. It'll stay 3-2.
I mean, the Mets pitching rotation right now, they have 3 rookies in their rotation.
Tong, McLean,
and Brandon Sproat pitched today. I mean, you're talking about 2 guys who were here in Binghamton at the beginning of the year, and Sproat, who was here last year. That's right now their 3/5 of their rotation.
So 3-2. Pineda's off and running the pitch, and Ware will swing and fight it off foul again, and the count stays full. Packed house tonight here in Baseball Town. Beautiful Saturday night. They'll throw back the first and check on Pineda. Mega Blast fireworks after tonight's game. Final Mega Blast of the season. Here's the pitch. Ware swings it again and pops it back foul out of play. It stays 3-2. Main grandstand's packed, probably about 90% full. The right and left field grandstands are pretty much full. The pool is packed. The deck, as Bob said earlier, is loaded. And the next pitch to Ware is a hard hit ground ball to short. Fielded on 2 hops by Lombard Jr. His throw to first is in time. Ware stung it. 106 off the bat. But for Reading, no runs, no hits, and 1 man left on base. 2/3 the way home tonight in Baseball Town. In the second to last game of the season, we'll head to the 7th. Reading trails at 3-2. The top of the 7th inning is presented by White Star Travel, the official group sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Visit whitestartours.com for more. So 3-2 is our score in the top half of the 7th inning. 2/3 the way through in this final Saturday night of the 2025 season and the penultimate contest in 2025.
That's 2 penultimates.
In the broadcast tonight?
Yeah.
It's my favorite word.
I know. You and Mike Keller both love that word. It's a good word, though.
First pitch, Garrett Martin is swung on a line drive that falls into left center field for a base hit. Campbell gets there to cut it off, so it'll just be a leadoff single for Garrett Martin. That'll bring Manny Palencia to the plate. So Teheran returns after facing just one batter in the top of the 6th inning. Came in relief with 2 outs for Gabriel Barbosa, who gave Reading a very much needed 4 2/3 innings pitch tonight of relief. 4 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs all earned, no walks, and 3 strikeouts for Gabriel Barbosa in tonight's ball game. So Manny Palencia's in. First pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1. Jack Dallas opened for Reading. He went just an inning through 7 pitches, and then Barbosa followed with 4 2/3 innings of work. The 1-2 is outside. It's off the glove of the catcher Ricketts. Up to second will go Garrett Martin. Probably would be a wild pitch, I would think. Ricketts had to go a long way to get that one, so another run for Somerset's in scoring position right now. Here's the 1-1 swing and a foul ball straight back. It's 1-2.
You don't often see somebody at this level with the approach that Manny Palencia has at the plate. He very much, that front foot really flails away. Right-handed hitter is kind of stepping towards third, and the body's going in one direction, the bat in another.
Here's the pitch, and swings and he fouls it out of play towards the Diamond Credit Union Plaza on the right side. It's 1-2.
He had a couple base hits on Thursday night going to right field, and it's almost like with his approach, it almost has to go to right field, unless he gets an off-speed pitch and he can hook it.
1-2, and that's outside. 2-2. Manny Palencia is 0 for 2 in tonight's ball game. He's grounded out to short. He has flown out to center. Two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout tonight for Saul Teheran. And that'll bring Kobe Morales, the 8-hitter, to the plate with 1 out here in the 7th. I'm excited to see Teheran for probably a lot more of next year. I would think he opens in Reading. Had a terrific year between Jersey Shore and Clearwater. Just one of the best relievers statistically this year in the Phillies organization. So just excited to kind of see what he can bring here to the Fightin' Phils in 2026. First pitch to Morales is a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, it's also going to be very interesting to see that all of those pitchers that the Phillies drafted in the draft this past summer, where all of them are going to end up. I mean, there was, I want to say 17 pitchers drafted. Somehow or another, that number's in my head. I know it was 9 out of 10 for the first 10 draft picks.
Yeah, there were a lot, and obviously, you know, some were assigned to Clearwater. A lot just kind of stayed down at the complex and worked out. So I assume most will probably open with Clearwater next year. But, you know, maybe we see some filter through Jersey Shore, maybe up to Reading by the later part of next summer. 0-1. Outside 1-1. Probably 2027 is when we would really see the bulk of those guys get up to AA.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of that's going to depend upon what they look like and how they go in spring, but so many of them were college pitchers.
Which usually screams faster track.
Correct. And obviously Gage Wood, who was the first pick, is a guy that a lot of people think are going to be fast track.
1-1. Swung on, and that's a ground ball fair down the right field line towards the corner. Martin turns third. He'll score. In the second goes Morales. An RBI double for him. His third double, second RBI. And the Patriots tack on another. It's 4-2. Placed it perfectly. Benelis was off the line, and he just kind of squeezed it right by him.
Yeah,
and worked its way to the corner.
We've been talking about Tyler Hardman, the first baseman for Somerset, and how he plays on the line. That had been a ground ball right to Tyler Hardman because of where he plays, but in the case of Benelis, he was off the line, and that was right down the line.
So that'll bring Jake Gatewood, the 9-hole hitter, up for the Fightin' Phils. Opponent Somerset. Gatewood is 0 for 2 in tonight's ball game. And Tehran's first pitch home is a called strike 0-1. And look, for guys like Tehran, Dante Nori, Arun Escobar, these experiences are important, right? Just to come up here and get a week of action in Double-A, I think can really prove valuable as you head to the offseason. Oh, 1. Swinging a chopper towards short, fielded in the hole by Robert Moore. Long throw across the first, it's in time. Great play by Robert Moore at shortstop. That's out number 2, and that'll bring Brendan Jones to the plate.
Yeah, that was a strong throw by Robert Moore. He knew he had to make it. He was backed up and feet on the grass by the time he fielded it. He kind of gathered himself for a moment because he knew that he had to put a lot on the throw, and he did.
And with Dante Nori, I think in his case, we'll see if he maybe goes back to Jersey Shore to start the season because he played so few games there.
Right. Yeah, he played 11 games in Jersey Shore, but obviously their season was coming to an end.
First pitch to Jones is off the mitt of the catcher Ricketts, so Morales goes up to third.
That had to be a cross-up.
Yeah, it looked like some sort of a cross-up.
There's a fastball from Tehran, and Ricketts kind of moved his glove. I think he was expecting that pitch to break, and it never broke. And it was on him much quicker than he expected. So that's probably going to be a pass ball.
It is a pass ball on Ricketts. That's his 7th this year.
But that definitely, it was a very awkward attempt by Caleb Ricketts.
1-0. Inside 2-0. But with Nori, I think it's kind of a similar thought process with him than with Miller, is that you send Nori up here, he gets an extra week to play.
Yep.
And also that kind of the time off between season and Arizona Fall League for Nori won't be as big, so the rust won't maybe be there. 2-0 is down 3-0. Same thing with Miller. Miller gets to play until next Sunday, the 21st. You got about 10 days off, and then you're in Arizona to play some more. So I think the thought process there is just kind of let both guys still play heading into the Arizona Fall League. 3-0 is there for a strike, 3-1. Nori and Miller are 2 of 8 Phils selected for the Fall League, all of which played with Reading this year. Miller, DeMartini, Dante Nori, Aberson Castellano, Jack Dallas, Daniel Harper, Tommy McCollum, and Jaden Estanista are the 8 representing the Phillies. 3-1 is swung on and lifted foul. It's 3-2. Also, Fightin' Phil's pitching coach Riley McCulley was also selected to be a coach in the Arizona Fall League. So congratulations to all the players, plus McCulley, who will be representing the organization in the Fall League starting in about 3 weeks. 3-2. It's swung on and it's lifted. Foul territory. Third base side wears over. And doesn't matter because it lands in the 67 club out of play. And the count will stay full. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to the leadoff man, Jones, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Only runner on base is on third, and Kobe Morales. And the Patriots are on top 4-2 in the top of the 7th. 3-2. Swung on and a ground ball foul. First base side. Alex Spinella scooped it and then fired a strike to a fan who had a glove, who made a nice catch. Little pitch and catch action there with Alex Spinellis and a lucky fan. So do it again at 3-2 and 2 outs to Brendan Jones. And Tehran fires, and that one swung on into the air pretty well. Deep left center. Nori's back. He'll size it up, make the catch on the warning track, and that will retire the side in the top of the 7th. Patriots do add another. They did it on 2 hits, and they leave 1. It's time to stretch here at FirstEnergy Stadium for the second to last time this year. We will step aside for a moment. Bottom of the 7th up next. 4-2 our score. Patriots on top. This inning brought to you by Swartz Culleton PC. Have you or a loved one been injured? Get justice. Call Swartz Culleton today at 1-800-JUSTICE. So we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. 4-2 is our score. New pitcher is in for Somerset as well. It's the right-handed arm, Danny Watson. Big righty in for Somerset here.
That's redundant when you get to their bullpen in terms of big righty. There's a ton of big dudes down there, including the 6'6" Watson, who's making his 43rd appearance of the year. He's 1-4, the 4.91 earned run average. In 55 innings, he's given up 59 hits, 56 strikeouts. He's only walked 8. He's also given up 6 home runs.
Rob Moore leads off and takes the first one for a strike. It's 0-1.
He's given up almost, he's given up almost as many home runs as he has walks. 6 home runs and 8 walks.
0-1. Moore swings and a ground ball that'll leak through the middle into center field for a base hit. Robert Moore is his second base hit tonight. Double his last at bat. Now a leadoff single, and that'll flip the lineup over to Dante Norrie for the 4th time tonight.
Watson is one of those guys that has his back to the batter as he's about to deliver the pitch.
So Norrie in, he's 0 for 2 tonight. First pitch, takes it for a strike, it's 0-1. Dante Norrie did walk back in the 3rd, stole a base. 52nd stolen base he's had in total this year. Reading does have bullpen action as well. It's Alex McFarland, the righty. And next pitch is outside, it's 1-1.
Hasso again's up on the grass, but he's well off the line.
If you're Norrie, you can just slap it
if he
down
drops
the third base line.
But he drops a bunt, he's not going to get there in time to get Norrie. There's no sense in it being up that far, over that far.
1-1, misses outside, it's 2-1.
If he's going to play that far off the line, he might as well just play back at third base. There's no sense of being up on the grass. Because if Norrie drops a bunt down, he's getting all the way over to the line and getting Norrie.
Next pitch, up and away, it's 3-1. Robert Moore leads off first. Hitters count here to Phillies number 6 prospect, Dante Norrie. 3-1, swings and he fouls it back. It's 3-2.
Yeah, before that 3-1 pitch, Hasso did drop back now to play at regular depth. That makes more sense to me. If Dante Norrie slaps one down the third base line, it's going to be an extra base hit. But again, just being up where he is and as over as far as he was didn't seem to make a whole lot of sense.
3-2, Norrie swings, drives it pretty well. Left center field, Jones is back, and the center fielder uses great range to track it down in the left center alley. That's out number 1. Norrie hit it well, but Brendan Jones covered a lot of ground to make that catch.
Yeah, he was cheating that way, but to Jake's point, he had a great jump on it and tracked it down, because if that ball gets in a gap, that would have been fun to watch. With Moore ahead of him, Dante Norrie would have been making a beeline around second base, perhaps. And he hits one in a gap. It's going to be fun to watch him run.
Moore takes off. First pitch is a strike. Throw to second. Also a strike on a hop. And Robert Moore is caught stealing. 5th base runner that Manny Palencia has thrown out behind home plate this year. Thrown out 12% of base stealers. So there's 2 outs in the inning, and it's a no ball, 1 strike count to Arun Escobar.
It's also a great tag to throw a little bit towards the base runner, but it ultimately turned out to be the right spot.
0-1 is taken for a ball. It's 1-1.
And almost, it basically came down to Robert Moore just kind of slid into the tag because the throw was right at the base runner, and that's why they were able to get him.
And Escobar swings, slices it down the right field line. It will fall for a base hit, roll into the corner. Escobar heads to second. He will turn there, go to third. There is no throw, and it'll be a 2-out triple for Arun Escobar. Second hit tonight for him. First triple with Reading, and 4th in total this season.
Well, the ankle looked good.
Ankle looks fine. Michael Jones at the stop sign up when he got the second, and Arun Escobar said, nope, I'm running.
Yeah, he looked like he was kind of running out of gas a little bit. He was leaning forward, which is usually a pretty good indication that you're about to roll over. But now with that caught stealing, how big is that now for Somerset? Because obviously Robert Moore scores on that play if that's not the case. So big play there for the Patriots to get Moore stealing, and it takes the run away from the Phils.
Caleb Brickett swings the first one, fouls it back over our heads, and it's 0-1. I think that one would be a little lower, Bob. Ricketts 1 for 3 in tonight's ball game. 0-1, he swings down the right field line towards the corner. It is foul. Caleb Ricketts inches away from tying this game up. Would not be the first time he tied a game up on a home run this week either.
Now he did the same thing on Tuesday. That time it was game. It was the bottom of the 8th inning. He hit it well. He just hooked it.
So 0-2 the count to Moore. 2 outs, bottom 7. Escobar off third. Here's the pitch, and Ricketts swings and misses. He goes down on strikes. That'll retire the side in the 7th. So in the inning, no runs, 2 hits, 1 left for Reading. We'll head to the 8th. Fightin Phils trail it 4-2. Top half of the 8th inning. Our score is Somerset 4, Reading 2. New pitcher in for Reading, and to tell you about him and take over on the play-by-play, it's Bob McCool.
And it's right-hander Alex McFarland making his 4th appearance since being called up. McFarland 2-0 with a 3.86 earned run average in 4 2/3 innings pitched. This is a Fightin Phil. He's given up 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, and 2 walks. He's not yet surrendered a long ball. Going a little old school between innings, bringing out the sumo wrestlers. Off the somersaults, entertaining the crowd. A great crowd on hand tonight, a very vocal crowd as well. Waiting to erupt, hoping the Fightin Phils can come from behind. They trail 4-2 as we head into this top half of the 8th inning. 4 runs on 7 hits for the Fightin Phils. For Somerset, 2 runs on 6 hits for the Fightin Phils. Alex McFarland will be facing George Lombard to lead it off for Somerset here in the 8th inning. Lombard doubled his last time up, came around to score run number 3 for the Patriots. His 24th double of the season. He's 1 for 3 on the night. And the first pitch from McFarland is up and away for a ball. One-0 pitch at the letters for a called strike. Jersey Mike Subs offers a sub above with delicious, fresh options, including warm and cold subs, freshly baked bread, and freshly sliced meats. Visit their 2 Berks County locations, 5th Street Highway in Reading, Broadcasting Square in Wyomissing. Order today at jerseymikes.com. Jersey Mike's Subs is a proud 2025 Fightin Phils team feed partner. Pitch gets away from Caleb Ricketts. It's ball 2. 2-1 to McFarland. To be followed by Jace Avina and then Dylan Hasso, 2, 3, and 4 in the Somerset lineup. McFarland's 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Again, up at the letters, and Lombard does not catch up with that 97-mile-an-hour pitch from McFarland. Now Lombard calls time at the plate. It's over for a called third strike. Got him on a slider. Lombard knew it. He heads back to the dugout on out number 1 here in the 8th. McFarland spent the entire season at Jersey Shore before being called up. Did get the win in game 2 on Wednesday. Pitched 2 innings, and the Phils 5-3 win in 10 innings. No balls and a strike to Jace Avina. Avina 1 for 3 on the day with a single his last time up. And McFarland's 0-1 pitch is way up high. It's 1-1. Patriots got 2 runs in the second. Phils tied it with their single run in the 4th and another in the 5th. And then Somerset comes back with a single run in the 7th, and one in the 6th and one in the 7th. Lead at 4-2. 1-1 pitch. Lifted foul and out of play, and McFarland ahead of Jay Savina. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Somerset won game 1 on Tuesday, our final morning game of the year, 7-6 in 11 innings. Phils won in 10 on Wednesday, 5-3. Then the 4-0 shutout on Thursday for Somerset that locked up their playoff berth. And of course the Phils winning last night on the walk-off grand slam from Nick Dunn in the bottom of the 13th for an 8-4 win. Farland's 1-2 pitch was low, so it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Avina. 2-2 pitch is outside. The count is now full. Fightin Phils have not walked the batter so far tonight. And Avina fouls this out of play to stay alive at 3-2. Jack Dallas went the first inning only. And Gabriel Barbosa went 4 2/3 innings. Saul Tehran went an inning and a third. And now McFarland here in the 8th. Back with his 3-2 pitch. That misses outside, ball 4, and there is the first base on ball tonight's.
You jinxed it, Bob.
I did. Trying to work the reverse logic that with a 3-1 count that he would not do it. It didn't work out so good. So that'll bring up Dylan Hasso. Hasso 1 for 2 tonight with a sacrifice fly. He's had 3 sacrifice flies in this series for his 5 RBIs. He only has 3 hits in the series, and he's got 5 RBIs. He walked with the bases loaded and had now 3 sacrifice flies. First pitch to him here is over for a called strike. So Avina the runner at first, 1 out. And 0-1 the count on Dylan Hasso. 76 RBIs on the year for Hasso. And that's down low. It's 1-1. One pitch, beats it foul behind the plate. So now he's ahead of Dylan Hasso. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. He gets Hasso swinging. Second strikeout now for McFarland in this inning. And that'll bring up Tyler Hardman. Hardman broke up the shutout back in the first inning with a towering home run up on the deck in left field. His 20th home run of the season. He has struck out in his other 2 at-bats. First pitch to him here is a slider that's down low for a ball. This one lifted straight back behind the plate and out of play. Ricketts gets the mask off, but it was well out of play. I mentioned that Avina, the first walk surrendered by the Fightin's pitching. Somerset's given up 4 walks in this game, but only 6 hits. There's a swing and a miss, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hardman. Not a very big lead for Avina at first. And the 1-2 pitch. I think everybody thought that was strike 3, but one guy, and so not surprisingly, he's now looking at in the dugout and now voicing his displeasure, and now time's called by the home plate umpire.
Yeah, I don't think he's very happy with whoever is.
And I think the feeling is mutual. I think it's whether it's one of the coaches or whether it's Al Padrique, they're all kind of right there. But so too was the pitch right there. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
It's been a tough week behind the plate.
This one driven into right field. Back goes Pineda, still going back. Reaches up and can't make the catch, and one hops off the fence and going to roll away from him. It's going to allow Avina to come around and score. It's going to allow Hardman to slide into third base with an RBI triple and make it a 5-2 game.
Yeah, Pineda just kept going back on it, but it was just a little too far out of the reach for Leandro Pineda. And it's triple number 7 of the year for Hasso. Picks up RBI number 77. So with a game and a little bit left, Hasso has himself 1 RBI shy of matching the Somerset single-season RBI mark of 78.
Garrett Martin now at the plate. Martin with 2 hits on the night, a solo home run and a base hit. He scored 2 runs. So 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a home run. And I guarantee you the comment in the dugout is you just gave them a run. That would have been strike 3. And instead Hardman turns it into a triple. Here's a swing and a miss from Garrett Martin. So McFarland ahead of him, no balls and a strike. 5-2 now our score, so the deficit gets a little bit bigger for the Fightins, who still have 2 more at-bats left to get them. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back cutters for McFarland to get ahead of Martin, no balls and 2 strikes. This one driven into left field. Campbell going back. He's still going back. He's not going to get it. That's going to one-hop the fence. Martin's going to roll into second base with an RBI double. That makes it 6-2.
Second extra base hit tonight for Hardman. Picks up double number 25, RBI number 65 of the year for him as well.
Brings Manny Palencia to the plate. Nine hits now on the night for the Patriots. Palencia 0 for 3 on the night. And here comes Brad Bergeson. He's going to have a conversation with McFarland. So close to getting out of here with no further damage, but all of a sudden the Patriots have put up 2 runs. And with another runner in scoring position. Phil's game has gone final, by the way, at Citizens Bank Park, and they do pick up the win. 8-6 the final score. Iwan Walker, not a great outing, but he does get the win. Ron Duran coming in to get the save. It's his 30th save overall. About 50-50 split. It's pretty close to 15-15 with the Phils and the Twins. But the Philadelphia Phillies, another step closer, actually 2 steps closer now to wrapping up the National League East, as the Mets lost earlier in the day. So the Phils' magic number is 1. A win tomorrow for the Phils or a loss tomorrow for the Mets, and the Philadelphia Phillies are your National League East champions. There's a ground ball towards short, backhanded by Robert Moore. Throw is in time for the 3rd and final out. So that'll end it for Somerset. However, the Patriots do some more damage. They put 2 runs across. They did it on 2 hits. There were no errors and 1 man left. We head to the bottom of the 8th. It's now a 6-2 Somerset advantage. We head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Before we do that, let's take a look at our Fightin' Phil's team leaders, presented by the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. Felix Reyes. That's all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
He's leading in everything. The only thing he's not leading in is any of the pitching categories. Batting average, hits, home runs, RBIs, doubles, you name it. Felix Reyes is leading the Reading Fightin' Phils. And what a memorable season it has been for Felix Reyes. Getting a night off tonight, hopefully a game tomorrow night to kind of a crowning achievement here in Reading, because he's going to be your Eastern League batting champion. First one since Tag Bozai did it in 2010. But it's just been a pleasure to watch Felix Reyes play throughout this season and watch him grow and grow and grow as a hitter from a guy who was looking for a place to play at the beginning of this season. When camp broke, ended up putting him on the Reading roster. He was kind of considered an extra on the Reading roster, and he got a chance to play here and a chance to play there. And every time he did, he made sure everybody kind of noticed that, you know what, this guy's swinging a pretty good bat. And he just got his name in the lineup, and he has had a great, great 2025 season. Alex Pinellas will lead it off with a slow roller that Jake Gatewood will field to his left. One pitch and one out here in the 8th for the Fightin' Phils. Nick Dunn now will bat. Dunn 0 for 3 on the night. Phils with 6 hits to this point in time. And the first pitch to him is a curveball over for strike one. And the second is a slider that's off the outside corner to even the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. This one popped up behind the plate, Plenty off with the mask, but it'll hit off the fence, and so he runs out of room. The count is 1-2. That's outside, so the count is even to Dunn. Phils need base runners, down by 4 here in the bottom of the 8th. And that's outside. The count is now full. I don't know if this is going to go down as one of the bigger crowds, I think, when this is done, but it's going to be the loudest. This is the most vocal crowd I think we've had all year. This one's lifted up, will pop up behind second baseman Gatewood. Will drift back into the grass for out number 2.
Well, Bob, I'll let you put some things together here. What is Oktoberfest known for? Let you figure that one out.
It's not necessarily eating bratwurst.
No.
It's a little bit more, more on the beverage side of things.
There you go.
Dylan Campbell is now the batter. Campbell 0 for 2 with a walk. First pitch swinging, a chopper to Hasso at third. Off balance throw. It's pretty close, and Campbell just out at first base for the third out. So the Phils go quickly in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the 9th. It's 6-2 Patriots on top. We head to the top half of the 9th inning, and And the Auburn University Golden Wolves call the bullpen for the Fightin' Phils. Will bring in yet another right-hander, Jaden Estanista, on now for Reading.
Jaden Estanista making his 19th appearance, 1-1, a 6.43 ERA, 21 innings pitched, 17 hits allowed, 17 walks, 22 strikeouts, 230 opponent's batting average.
So Estanista, the fifth pitcher in the game tonight. Reading kind of went into it knowing that. Again, this was considered a bullpen game for the Fightin' Phils. Braden Tucker will get the start for Reading tomorrow. Kyle Carr is scheduled to pitch for Somerset. Unless the Patriots make that change, depending on what they want to do in the playoffs, as Kobe Morales will lead it off for Somerset here in the ninth inning. Morales 1 for 3 with an RBI double his last time up. 3 for 13 in this series. 1-0 pitch, left-hand hitter, a chopper towards Arun Escobar at second base for out number 1. Boy, I'm all out of whack. And I'll bring Jake Gatewood to the plate. Gatewood 0 for 3. So the Phils will have 7, 8, 9 due up in the ninth. Pineda, Ware, and Moore. And there is some action in the Somerset bullpen as well, as Gatewood takes the first pitch low and away for, actually on the outside corner for a called strike one. Estanisa's 0-1 pitch is up high, even the count. Carson Coleman up in the Somerset bullpen apparently to pitch the ninth. 1-1 pitch, up high again to make it 2-1. Swing and a miss. Got him at a cutter there to even the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But Danny Watson, assuming that he is out, no doubt is, based on the way Coleman is aggressively throwing in a bullpen. I think 2-inning outing for Watson, his second of this series in which he's pitched 2 shutout innings in a game. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jake Gatewood. Just misses outside, the count's full. Top of the order, and Brendan Jones leading off, or in the on-deck circle. Swing and a miss. Gatewood goes down swinging. Estanisa's first strikeout is the second out here in the ninth. And here comes the aforementioned Brendan Jones. 0 for 4 on the night. Jones got off to a hot start in this series. Scored a bunch of runs early on. 7 for 24 now with his 0 for 4 tonight. And the first pitch to him is up high for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch just misses again. It's 2-0. Gets this 2-0 pitch over. Actually threw a 2-0 slider there for strike one. Beats it foul off the mitt of Caleb Ricketts. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Top half of the ninth inning. Somerset with a 6-2 advantage. Estanista trying to make it no worse than that. And his 2-2 pitch. Foul tipped in and out of the mitt of Ricketts to stay alive. George Lombard in the on-deck circle if Jones reaches. Tonight's attendance at FirstEnergy Stadium, 7,602. Thanks to our friends at PSECU for presenting tonight's attendance. PSECU is proud to be one of the largest credit unions in Pennsylvania. 2-2 pitch, lifted down to third base line. Bryson Ware will give it chase, but he'll run out of room as it lands into the 67 club. And Jones stays alive at 2-2. So as we expected, a hearty crowd on hand. And they're all pretty much sticking around for the Mega Blast fireworks to follow. Two-two pitch. Again, fouled in and out of the mitt of Ricketts. And Jones fouls off his third straight pitch. Estanista will try to get him again. And he does. Swing and a miss, strike three. Aiden Estanista with back-to-back strikeouts to finish off the ninth for the Patriots. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Phils need a rally. They trail it 6-2. So we head to the ninth, and as we talked about warming up, and so now the Alberta University Golden Wolves Cola bullpen has indeed brought Carson Coleman into the game for the Patriots.
Seventh appearance for Coleman. 3 ERA, no decisions, 6 innings, 5 hits, no home runs, a walk, 4 strikeouts. Opponents 227 against Coleman.
So he will face Leandro Pineda, Bryson Ware, and Robert Moore. Those are the 3 scheduled, pending any pinch hitting thoughts for the Fightin' Phils, although that doesn't generally occur. Pineda 0 for 2 on the night, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Phils with 6 hits to this point. Somerset has walked 4 to this point. Coleman, their 4th pitcher of the night. Coleman now ready to go to work, and his first pitch to Pineda is a swing and a miss. And the series finale and the season finale tomorrow afternoon at 1:15 here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Swinging another miss for Pineda. Promised to be another beautiful afternoon here in Reading. Been a great week of weather.
Last 2 weeks of the year, like last 2 homestands,
Yeah.
Excellent weather.
No balls and 2 strikes quickly to Leandro Pineda leading off the bottom of the ninth. Just misses low and away. It's 1-2. Chopper right side. Hardman, the first baseman, will get it, and he'll take the to the bag himself for out number 1. That brings Bryson Ware to the plate. Ware 0 for 3 so far on the night. First pitch to the right-hand hitter, called strike one. Tried to check his swing and hit the bat. Trickled and foul, so it's no balls and 2 strikes quickly to Bryson Ware. Oh, 2 pitch just misses up high. Count is 1-2. Jake said Coleman looking for his 3rd save of the season.
Oh, it would not be a save situation.
Oh, that's right, 6-2. You're right. It would not be a save. It's a 4-run difference. 1-2 pitch. Broken bat, chopper towards short. Lombard has it and throws the first in time. Second bat that Ware has gone through tonight. And now the Phils are down to their final at bat, and that's Robert Moore, who is 2 for 3 tonight. Single, double, and a run scored. And just trying to get on base. Down by 4. First pitch, big cut, fouled it straight back. Dante Nori in the on-deck circle. Should Moore reach? A 1 pitch is up high. Coleman's 1-1 pitch is also high. Two one. That's there for strike 2. Phil's down to their final strike here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Lifted foul and out of play. Moore hanging on. And that's inside, ball 3. Again, a Mega Blast fireworks to follow. I want to thank Penske, our sponsor of the Mega Blast fireworks tonight here at the ballpark. 3-2 pitch again to Moore. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Robert Moore goes down swinging, and that will end the ball game. Coleman gets his first strikeout to finish it. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. As the Somerset Patriots win their 3rd game in this series, the final tonight, 6-2. We'll take a break, back with our White Star Travel postgame show after this on the Reading Fightin' Phil's Radio Network. Tonight's postgame show is presented by White Star Travel, the official group sponsor of the Reading Fightin' Phils. Visit whitestartours.com for more information. Well, the Somerset Patriots, even though they've got the playoffs wrapped up, a spot in the playoffs wrapped up, they are fighting to the finish line as they take care of the Phils tonight by a final score of 6-2. And we'll go through the scoring as to how this game unfolded. It started for Somerset in the second inning. After Jack Dallas started for the Phils, again, it was a bullpen game for Reading, and Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz started for the Somerset Patriots. And Jack Dallas was able to retire the Somerset Patriots in order in the first. That brought Gabriel Barbosa on to pitch the second. He got the first batter he faced in Dylan Hasso on a ground ball to short. Then Tyler Hardman was the next batter he faced, and Hardman hit a towering home run well into the deck in left field for his 20th home run of the season, his 64th RBI of the year, to put Somerset on top 1-0. The very next pitch that Barbosa threw, Garrett Martin drove it out the opposite way. The right-hand hitter drove it out to right field, right past the Phils clubhouse door entrance for his 14th home run of the year and the 47th RBI of the year for Martin, and it was a 2-0 game. That was kind of the only blemish for Barbosa to that point for the next couple of innings, as it stayed 2-0 till the Phils changed it in the fourth. Caleb Ricketts led it off with the first hit of the game for the Fightins off of Rodriguez-Cruz. He had walked a couple batters but had not given up a hit, but Caleb Ricketts whistled a line drive right past his head into center field for a base hit. Then Alex Pinellas followed with a base hit to right. Then Ricketts ended up on third base, and then with the infield drawn in, Nick Dunn bounced the ball off the glove initially of the third baseman Dylan Hasso. He did pick it up and throw Dunn out at first, but on the play, Caleb Ricketts comes across with the run, and it made it a 2-1 game, gave Dunn his 25th RBI of the season. Of course, he had 4 of them last night on the walk-off grand slam. But it was a 2-1 game, and then the Phils got another back in the fifth. Robert Moore led it off with a double the other way to left field. And then after Dante Nori hit a ground ball to second, it moved Moore to third. And then Arun Escobar, with the infield up, hit a line drive off the glove of the first baseman Tyler Hardman for a base hit, brought Moore home and gave Arun Escobar his first AA RBI, and it also tied the game up at 2-2. But Barbosa ran into some trouble in the sixth inning. A one-out double from George Lombard, and then Jace Avina with a single that got Lombard to third base. And then Dylan Hasso brought home Lombard with a sacrifice fly to make it a 3-2 game. That was the end of the night for Barbosa, as Saul Turan came on to get the last out of the sixth inning. And the Phils were now trailing 3-2 in the ball game. And then Somerset got another in the seventh. Garrett Martin led it off with a single against Turan. A wild pitch got him to second base. After Turan was able to strike out Manny Palencia, Kobe Morales then doubled to bring home Martin. The third double of the season for Morales, his second RBI at AA, and the Patriots had added on to a 3-2 lead to make it 4-2, and then Somerset got 2 more in the eighth inning. It was a walk to get it started from Jace Avina with 1 out, and then after Dylan Hasso struck out, Tyler Hardman tripled down the right field line that brought home Avina, and then Garrett Martin followed that up with a double to make it a 6-2 game. The 64th RBI of the night for Hardman. So he had a good night with a triple and a home run and 2 RBIs. Garrett Martin with 3 hits on the night, a single, a double, and a home run, a triple away from the cycle. He had 2 RBIs on the night as well. And so they were the heart and soul of the offense tonight for the Patriots as they win it by a score of 6-2. The Fightins went down in order in both the 8th and the 9th inning. So the final numbers for this one: Somerset 6 runs on 9 hits. They did not commit an error, and they left 4 men on base. The Fightins with 2 runs on 6 hits. They also did not commit an error. They left 6 on base. Elmer Rodriguez-Cruz gets the win. His 5th win in AA. He is now 5-3. Gabriel Barbosa suffers the loss. He is 0-2. Crisp game tonight, played in 2 hours and 32 minutes, played in front of a great crowd here at FirstEnergy Stadium. 7,602 watching baseball here in Baseball Town, and hang around now because the final Mega Blast fireworks of the night is about to get underway. And again, the final game of the season tomorrow afternoon. It is a 1:15 start. The series and season finale, Phils and Patriots. Braden Tucker is scheduled to start for the Phils. Kyle Carr, left-hander, scheduled to start for Somerset. Don't know if that will change, again, pending upon what Somerset's trying to do in terms of lining up their pitchers now that they have clinched a playoff berth. Somerset has also clinched at least a split of this series with their win tonight. They now have won 3. The Fightins have won 2. Phillies will at least try and get a split out of it tomorrow afternoon. Again, don't forget, 1:15 is the first pitch here at FirstEnergy Stadium. Our pregame show on the Reading Fightin Phillies radio network will get underway at 1 o'clock. Thanks to the manager, Al Patriots, for spending some time with Jake in a pregame show. That's going to do it for our coverage here tonight. We'll have more of it for you tomorrow afternoon for the series finale. But better yet, last time out, come on out to see us one more time in Baseball Town tomorrow afternoon. The final score, one more time, the Patriots win it. They are now 38-30 on the second half of the season. They win their 73rd game of the season overall. The Fightin Phillies with a loss dropped to 29-39 in half number 2. Somerset 6, Reading 2. That's the final score from my broadcast partner, Jake Starr. My name is Bob McCool. Thanks for listening to Reading Fightin Phillies Baseball on the Fightin Phillies radio network. Hope you do it one more time tomorrow afternoon. 1:15 is first pitch. Until then, have a great night, everyone.